Hello, my dear boys. Good morning, everyone. Today, our topics is Physics, chapter 9. The name of this chapter is Reflection of Light, and today's our topic is lens, types of lens, and some fundamental definitions of lens, which will very useful for discussing further part of this lecture, such as the discussion of ray diagram. Okay, so let's discuss these important topics step by step. So today's our first topic is lens. So what is called lens, or what is mean by lens? A ground or molded piece of glass, plastic, or other transparent material with opposite surfaces, either or both of which are curved, by means of which light rays are refracted so that they converge or diverge to form an image. Okay, so lens is like that, lens is like that or that. Okay, two molded piece of glass, plastic, or other transparent material. Okay, other transparent material, mainly we use glass here to establish or form a lens. Okay, so here this type of lens will converge the light rays, and this type of lens is diverge the light rays. Okay, now our next topic is type of lens. We will discuss more in our next topic. Our next topic is type of lens. We have two type of lens. Okay, one is convex or converging lens, and another is concave or diverging lens. Okay, so an optical lens. Now, what is called convex or converging lens? An optical lens is generally made up of two spherical surfaces. If those surfaces are bent outward, the lenses is called convex lens. Okay, the lenses is called convex lens. It is also known as biconvex lens or converging lens. Okay, here this is the figure of convex lens. Okay, now why this type of lens is called converging lens? Okay, convex lens are also known as converging lens because the ray the light rays, because this type of lens can converge the light ray come from infinity. Okay, or the parallel light ray or beam of light ray, by using this lens we can converge the beam of light ray after refraction. Okay, and the second one is concave or diverging lens. And now our question is, what is called concave or diverging lens? Okay, here lens is formed by binding two spherical surface such that they are curved inward are known as concave lens. Okay, here this is a figure for concave or diverging lens. Okay, so here this type of lens is also called biconcave lens. Okay, this type of lens is also known as biconcave lens. This type of lens, and now question is why this type of lens is called diverging lens. Okay, so by using this lens we can diverge a beam of light after refraction. Okay, here, okay, so this is our type of lens. Okay, and we can and you see that from figure you see that the convex lens, here the convex lens is thicker in middle, okay, and sharp in the sides. Okay, but in concave lens, by the a concave lens here thinner in middle but thicker in the both side. Okay, so this is our convex or converging lens, and this is our concave and diverging lens. Okay, now we will discuss some important or fundamental definitions for studying ray diagram using these two type of lens. Our first definition is center of curvature. Okay, center of curvature of lens. Okay, so the center of sphere, we know that the lens is made of two spherical surface. Okay, lens is made of two spherical surface. Okay, so the center of surface of sphere, center of sphere of part of which lens is formed is called the center of curvature. Okay, and usually center of curvature is denoted by C. Here the figure you see that this is our convex lens and this is made up of two sphere, and the part of two sphere here, this two part of this two sphere is made a convex lens, and the center of this two sphere is known as center of curvature of lens. Okay, for lens we can get two center of curvature because here we will use two spherical surface. Okay, so these are denoted by C1 and C2. Now our definition is radius of curvature of lens. Okay, so the radius of the circle formed with the curved part of the lens is known as radius of curvature. Okay, here in the figure the part R, you see that the part R here, the part R is the radius of this surface, and this spherical surface, radius of this spherical surface, and this radius is known as radius of curvature of lens. Now our definition is principal axis. What is called principal axis? Principal axis or optical axis of a lens is straight line joining center of curvature of two faces with optical center of lens. Okay, so in our previous topic we see that we have two center of curvatures, C1, C2, this is for convex lens, and C1, C2, this is for concave lens. So this the line joining of these two center of curvature, the joining line of these two center of curvature is usually known as principal axis. So our next definition is principal focus of lens. Okay, so here principal focus of a lens is defined as the point through which a parallel of light after refraction passes through in case of convex lens. In case of convex lens passes through a point and appear to pass a point in case of concave lens. Okay, so principal focus of lens is denoted by capital F. Here in the figure, first one is for concave lens, the light ray is converging in a point at principal focus. Okay, so this point is called principal focus of lens. And here for concave lens, okay, here for concave lens, the light ray is diverged. So if we draw the line backward, then we see that at point F the light ray is seems like that this light ray is appeared to pass in case of concave lens. Okay, so this point will situated at principal axis. Okay, so this point F is called principal focus of lens. Now our definition is the optical center of lens. Okay, so what is called optical center of lens? The optical center of a lens is a point on the principal axis of the lens such that a ray of light passing through it goes undeviated. Okay, here this is a convex lens and the point O, which is on the principal axis, point O is our optical center. Okay, here you see that the light ray is not deviated when passing through on this point. Okay, the light ray is not deviated. Okay, so in our study of lens, optical center is very important because all of the measurement and will measured from the optical center of the lens. Okay, such as the distance of the object, the distance of the image, the distance of the focal length or focal length, all of these are measured will be measured from this optical center. So optical center is very important for lens study. So here are last definition, and that is focal length. The distance between optical center, here O is the optical center and F is the focus point. Okay, so the distance between optical center and the focus point of the lens is called focal length. Okay, so here focal length is denoted by small f. So here you see that this point is our center, optical center, and this point where the refracted ray meet at a point, and the point is on principal axis. This point is called principal focus. The distance between this optical center and principal focus is called the focal length. Okay, here the focal length f is for convex lens, and here the focal length is for our concave lens. Okay, so boys, these definitions are very important for our ray diagram. Okay, so boys, in our next so this is all for today. In our next class we will discuss on ray diagram for convex and concave lens. Okay, so until then, thank you boys.